Yeah, it's a lot of what's going on. What's going on? A lot of not. It's not a lot being said right now about the news over the weekend with Ennis and Ortiz. It wasn't really a lot of news surrounding the fight leading up to it, but I knew this was gonna be a situation that was gonna be close to like this. That's why I was kind of late on the news because I'm like, something gonna happen. It's always something that happens. But I think just this time around, people can't really point the finger because it's not like Ennis came out and said uh anything like, well, Ortiz ain't trying to fight. It's not a situation like that right now. You know, in other situations, people can use certain things to lean on, but in this situation, he was saying he didn't know about the fight, which I okay, but you know now, so what's the move? Like, it would have been easier if he would have just said, "Hey, I'm at 47 right now." But he's saying he got to figure out if he's still at 47 or 54 right now. I don't know, dog. What I do know is a lot of this, it's things you do to yourself because a lot of people try to blame Crawford in the past, like, well, he just needed to try to fight him then right now. And I always said, okay, once we get past the Crawford situation, and let's just say the fight don't happen between him and Crawford, okay, cool. Whatever's next, is everybody gonna put pressure on that the same way? And right now we at the first situation. It was Norman Jr. first situation last. That's when I knew everything was gonna get tricky. Because what people gotta realize is every situation ends basically saying, hey, they wanna fight or not. But in this situation, you know Ortiz wanna fight because they saying, hey, they trying to line something up between you and Ortiz. So it's like, hey, do you wanna jump on that now? Or it's like, why even think about waiting? Because in my mind, he just looking for a big name right now. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do fight at 54 for one fight, still go to 47. You just ain't weigh in at 47 in one fight. That's all I look at it as. You just ain't weighing in at 47 in one fight, and then well, it's a lot of different angles to it, but right now, not a good look. Definitely not a good look. And I knew it wasn't a good look because a lot of people not really speaking on it for some reason. And I always knew it was spoke about as far as these fights with Ennis. It's like you always gotta blame somebody. Even with the Norman situation, it was like, oh, we gotta blame him then. Blame him for what? For wanting to get paid? So it was always weird situations where they put the blame at. So in this situation, who can you really blame right now? Because right now, even with the opportunity, the name, and the bread on the line, it's like, okay, yeah. Definitely think about that. Like, oh, they trying to do that? If I would have heard the news, I would have been like, oh, they trying to do that? But the way he kind of reacted to the news is like, why are they doing that? Oh, oh no. I would say, hold on, I ain't turned down nothing. What's going on? Yeah, let's make that happen right now. He said, yeah, I can agree with all that. Yeah, I see what you're saying, that truth. Yeah. To be honest with you, do you want me to be 1,000 with you? Because I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real about it. I'm gonna be 100 about it. It's a bad look on both of their parts anyways. I'm gonna tell you why. And it always been a bad look, but the fans is responsible. That's why I always try to say I blame the fans a lot. I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, right now Ortiz is at 54, right? Ortiz is right now, he's at 154. And Jaron Ennis's last fight was at a 47, right? So that means right now, the only person that Ortiz is pressing to fight right now is a 147. So that's not a good look. And then and he's at a stacked weight class. And then Jaron Ennis, he's saying ain't nobody gonna fight me. I want to fight big names. Then a big name like Ortiz say, hey, I'll fight you. Then it's like, no, I ain't getting no phone call. Well, you know about it now. That's like Michael Jordan say, hey, man, hey, I called you. I wanted to give you a shoe deal for $100 million, but I ain't have your phone number. I'm be like, shit, Mike, I'm right here. What's up with the shoe deal? Mike, I'm right here. Mike. You was trying to call me? That's me right here. What's up? You said 100 million? Yeah. What's up? Oh, that was yesterday though. Okay, well, that was yesterday. I'm here right now. The way he reacted to the news, it ain't a good look. It's almost like he talking like it's a setup or something like. They both in a bad spot, bro. I'm telling you. Once you start mixing your name with guys like Terrence Crawford and tell the fans, hey man, I'm just trying to be the best me right now. I gotta get myself in order before I get in front of the best fighter in the game. Instead of dudes saying that, oh man, I got the best fighter in the game ducking me. That ain't a good look. So the pressure already been put on Boots, bro, by the fans, everybody else. It ain't really his choice at this point. He couldn't shoot it down because too many fans is pressing for it. But like I said, bro, I'm really a fan of Boots. Like, I've really been watching Boots over the years. I know how Boots moves. I know what the plan is. I know everything. When the Brian Norman Jr. news came out, I put the news out exactly how it came out later on that everybody figured out. But they want Boots to replace Crawford immediately right now. And what if he say, hey, I ain't ready yet? He ain't saying it, but the moves are saying I ain't ready yet. He at 47, okay, cool. I understand all that, but as far as a big name, I don't got no big names that want to fight me. Virgil Ortiz, one fight at 54. I mean, why not? And then another thing, truth, a lot of people ain't call out Virgil Ortiz bad performance until lately. But after the fight, everybody was out. But that's why I was kind of like, oh, okay, man. So they ain't really say his performance was bad. They say he won the fight. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, okay. So on both sides, bro, like as far as the Crawford stuff, like I said, trying to call out Crawford, it's a dangerous situation because now you're going to put a target on your back. It's kind of like, oh, this the guy that everybody said Crawford ducking? Oh, okay, let me fight him then. Let me go make him look regular. So once you start saying that everybody ducking you, man, it come with a price, bro. Like, people really have to be ducking you. This can't be no situation where, oh yeah, man, they ducking me, dog. They don't want to fight. Bro, you really got to prove that to me. Like I said, bro, I know ain't no dudes turning down millions of dollars. That ain't happening. Yeah, the fans probably believe that, but ain't none of these dudes, moms or dads, finna be coming to these fights. And these dudes fight for pennies and they turn down millions of dollars. Ain't nobody finna support that. Ain't nobody gonna support that. I'm not finna fly to nobody fight. And I'm sitting around here taking days off in my day job and they turn down millions. Nah. That ain't what's going on. The one thing I said about Ortiz this year was Ortiz just started fighting at 54 this year. Even though I was out here criticizing Virgil Ortiz about his last performance, I still had to let everybody know he just started fighting at 54 this year. He fighting a tough opponent, so I'm not really going too hard on him. But once I talked about the boot situation in March, I got all the answers I need. I was asking everybody back then, y'all think Boots should move to 54? It's a lot of talent at 54. Ain't nobody say nothing. Nobody. They was just like, oh, Crawford ducking. I'm like, okay, what about everybody else though? I got the same questions, man. I'm gonna get new answers, but I got the same questions. He said Ortiz wanted Spence after that performance. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I know that. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Speaking of Ortiz and Boots, I know somebody who was named to fight, who was supposed to fight Boots and Ortiz recently. Didn't Charles Conwell name get mentioned with Boots? Didn't Charles Conwell have a deal that was put together that was offered to him? Where is it at? When Charles Conwell offered a deal with Boots? So I already know what time it is. Can anybody at 154 beat Lara outside of Bud? I don't know. Like I said, I think speaking of Charles Conwell, I don't know if he's undersized at 150, 160. 160 is a huge jump. So I think he'll kind of, Lara ain't no easy pickings. So I don't know about him. I mean, Madrimov on a good day. I think Baccarat got the size. He'll be some trouble. I think Fundora got a chance. I think 54 is still. I think 54 is a lot closer to 60 than 68 is to 60. Technically, it is, by numbers, but yeah. I think there's a couple of guys that can do it, but I don't know. It'll have to be people that can jab with Lara, though. But yeah, when I seen them, do y'all remember this? When Boots' team makes offer to Charles Conwell for 154 debut? Do anybody remember this? Charles Conwell was supposed to have a fight with Boots at 154. So this is when I first started hearing talks about 154 with Boots. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not going to, me being the smart guy that I am, I said, I'm not going to officially say that he's at 154 until he does. Because, this can just be hearsay. But Charles Conwell confirmed that it was an offer made. So boom, that's one. So that's when I said, all right, Charles Conwell getting spoke about with Boots Ennis. Okay, Boots trying to fight Charles Conwell. But then I heard about this right here. So it is what it is. After all this duck talk go away and stuff like that, then we can get back to really talking about boxing, because these a couple of fights these dudes gonna have to make regardless. Yeah, so Charles Conwell has already been ducked by both of these guys. Well, I ain't gonna say ducked by Ortiz, because Ortiz gonna fight him, but we see what time it is. Put that right there. So all this stuff I've been talking about, you know what I'm saying? When I put my little videos out, people don't think I know them. They look like I don't be talking about nothing. But yeah, even if Ortiz and Boots go fight each other right now, rah, 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 boom, 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 whatever. I still want to see the winner get past Charles Conwell after all that's said and done. So all this is nice and everything else. The news gonna go like it is, but in the back of my mind, it's still like, okay, this is two guys who's fresh from 147 still. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what have they done? What's up, Out of Power? What's going on, dog? Like, let's be real. They haven't done any damage at 154 yet. Either of them. Ortiz included. And I'm a fan of Ortiz. Either of them have not done any damage at 154 yet. So when Charles Conwell, when I seen this right here, I said, So Charles Conwell has already been discussed with Virgil Ortiz and with Boots Ennis. They made an offer already. So I want to see guys get past him and then, you know, make something happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not mentioning Charles' name, bro. But I don't want to get be too much on that though. He said replace Boots with Conwell. That's what I'm saying, Truth. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I heard Fandora name getting thrown around. But in my mind, bro, somebody's gonna have to fight Charles Conwell. I'm gonna just let that be known. He's young, he's not old, man. You're gonna have to fight him. They can talk around and mention names like these other guys, but you're gonna have to fight him. It is what it is. It is what it is. But as far as the boot situation, like I've said before, I sound like a hater. I guess I don't know what I be sounding like, because I be trying to tell the truth, but I don't know what I be sounding like. But Boots, he's in a lose-lose situation, because they trying to replace Terrence Crawford with him. So the standard is so high, no, I actually want Cass to get in there with I want to see Cass fight Tim Tszyu. I think I'm gonna make a video about it soon, but matter of fact, we can talk about it right now. Yeah, I want to see Cass end up fighting Andrews Cass fights, end up fighting Tim Tszyu in a comeback fight. I was trying to figure out who would be a good opponent for Tim Tszyu to fight next. I've been thinking for a long time, like, man, who would be a good opponent for Tim Tszyu to fight when he for a bounce back fight? I think Cass would be a perfect fight for him. You put Conwell in there with Cass. Cass gonna be a journeyman after that fight. I'm gonna be real with you. But they gotta make this Ortiz and Conwell fight. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, we can go ahead and just put that, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And it's just being 100. I never put out a video saying that Boots was at 154. So I can't really, but at the same time, he got to take that fight though. You looking for big names, that's a name right there. You got to make that happen. And that's a winnable fight, so. And that's a guy who's a longtime rival that's been mentioned with you. Y'all both just fought the Ukrainian fighters. I mean, he just got dropped twice. Come on now. Get in there and get the job done. Yeah, he need a name, man. And that's what he looking for. Like, you just got the name. Can't nobody come out here and make an excuse about that right now, because the only thing Ennis been wanting is a name. And Ortiz ain't been at 54 that long. So that's a perfect person for you to fight. He ain't been at 54 a year yet. Just got dropped twice. Come on. You can go out there and do the same thing Bullshit did. Ain't nobody said you ain't got a chin. But I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, is the confidence there or what? But yeah, I thought Tim Tszyu would be a good fight for him to come back on Cats though. That'll be a nice matchup. Yeah, but he needs to he should fight Shamok in the WBC Eliminator. Oh, I think that's eventually gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna match him up with him right now. They ain't that crazy. But 154 is gonna get real interesting very soon. I was last year, I don't remember if everybody knows this, but around this time last year, I was predicting that 154 was gonna be a beast this year. And it has been. And if you look at a lot of these names, these names were around when other guys was at 154. Just they never fought them. You see what happened with Castano. Castano, he's not really hanging around right now trying to get in the mix at 154. He know what time it is. Castano knows trying to go for undisputed right now, 154 is a career killer. He ain't trying to make it happen right now. So a lot of guys have been doing easy touches at 154 over the years, starting to catch up to him right now. So I know a lot of people looking at it like, oh, it's just Boots. Nah, a lot of these guys at 54 ain't fought yet. The fact that everybody looking at Boots to have the first, to get in the mix at 54 and start having a tough fight immediately, and you got like 10 guys that's in the mix already. That's why I was saying Tim Tszyu, he one of them guys who got balls to just get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu, he got balls enough to get in the mix. That's why his name is always gonna be around. See, with Tim Tszyu, you ain't gonna have no problem with when a fight coming up. Hey, you gonna accept the fight and all that this stuff that Boots got going on? Man, come on, man. That's why I said when people were mentioning him with Crawford, I'm like, ease up on that, man. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but put pressure on him. And then when he say no, everything gonna go bad. But for him to act like, oh, I just don't know what's going on right now. Man, come on, man. You do know, because you just said, you know, the fight, make it happen. First thing you should have said was, oh, they're trying to put that together? Okay, let's make a phone call. But I said earlier this year, though, I made a video like in March, February, talking about Boots going to 154. And a lot of people didn't understand what I was saying, but I was talking about all this right here. It was so long ago, I don't even know what I said. But I was talking about Boots going to 154. You got Fedora up there. You got Xander Zayas at 22 making some noise. It's the perfect time for him to go in there, you know. If he waits and let these guys get comfortable at 54, it'll only be harder for him later on down the line. So for me, if if he was to fight Virgil Ortiz right now and say, hey, I'll just go back to 47 for a couple more fights, that'll be pressure off of him. And they'll be able to boost his confidence and his popularity and everything else. But he kind of just turned away a opportunity that was, he ain't turning away completely because he ain't say I decline or nothing. I ain't gonna speak for him. But I'm just saying the way he kind of responded to everything, bro, you kind of turning away a perfect situation right now. What's going on, Joseph? Kind of turning away a good situation right now. You fighting a guy who just fresh off of 147. So Virgil Ortiz, he ain't like these other guys who's sucking themselves down to go to 54 all these years. You got a guy who just came from 47. He ain't that big. Ain't get a perfect performance his last fight. He got dropped a couple of times. Yeah, Ennis could have knocked him off, went back to 47, and chilled for a couple of fights. And been a household name for a while. Billy already jumping. But he's in a situation where he ain't gonna let nobody rush him. And hey, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I definitely don't agree with it because, like I said, once you start mentioning your name with people like Crawford and you say, and the fans are saying that he's ducking. Yeah, I know, man. A lot of people, I've been trying to tell people that they don't understand it yet. Like he ain't worldwide yet. Not until he get on that scale. And if he would have been on that Tyson fight, they wouldn't have known who he was, really. You know what I'm saying? A couple of people would have as far as diehards, but the average person ain't just gonna know. But in order to get to that level like Tyson is, you gotta have these fights like Virgil. You gotta have these type of fights. Now the news is big that you decline the fight. And that shows you right there that everybody was waiting on you to decline the fight. They weren't waiting on you to put the fight together with Ortiz. You see, when that was announced, it wasn't that much of a hoopla. So you got to understand, man, you got to step out of this cocoon. Like, once you have these fans mentioning your name with Crawford and saying that Crawford's ducking you, they speaking for Boots all these years. And Boots is like, yeah. Because you can't tell 1,000 people, no, y'all lying. Because you're going to start looking crazy. Trust me, I've done it before and I've looked crazy. But he like, yeah, he ducking. What? They don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like the pressure that got on him. It's like, oh, hold on. I'm trying to make moves for myself right now. It's like as soon as he try to get selfish, it's like, hey, it's the wrong time to get selfish, dog. Because now you're trying to do what Crawford just said he was trying to do. Hey, I'm trying to be selfish with my career right now. I want to do what I want to do. You know, Crawford at 37 saying this, though. Boots at 28, like, yeah, I'm trying to do what I want to do right now. And you like, hold on. I thought you wanted big names. So that's why people looking at it like, hey, I thought you wanted big names. You talking about big names. We thought you wanted big names. So who you gonna fight now if it ain't Ortiz, though? And then, how long are you gonna go as far as fighting these just regular names before you get to an Ortiz again? And is Ortiz gonna entertain you the next time a fight come up? See, now all this is questions that really don't need to be questions. But one thing I do know is Boots reached out to Charles Conwell for a fight. Oh, yeah, facts. Facts, you right. That's facts, Joseph. You right. I seen that, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, they be for some reason them boxers they be telling them dudes the truth on $1 million worth of game. They go on there, they be speak. They'll tell the truth. They'll go on there and tell the truth, man. You ain't lying. They be getting on there telling the truth. Yeah, that showed me everything I needed to see right there. Once I seen that Joseph, I was like, yeah, you right. That showed me everything I needed to see. Me personally, I always had Boots at a certain level because, like I said, I seen people trying to make him a rival for Crawford, and I'm like, he's not ready. And people just don't want to acknowledge that. Like, he just ain't ready. They think that me saying Boots ain't ready right now is me saying I don't want to see the best fight each other. Trust me. Do it look like he's confident enough to go? Come on, man. Tell Terrence Crawford at 28-27 to fight Virgil Ortiz. Yeah, he gonna fight immediately. Even Earl Spence. Earl Spence ain't turned down no smoke. So this is different right now. This is why I don't put too much stock into a young guy until he's, it got to be to a point where I'm like, whoa, okay, he making all the moves himself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think fighters is moving like Devin Haney. It's not. As much as people don't like Devin Haney, ain't nobody moving like that. He made the fight before you even think about who you need to fight next. You know what I'm saying? His tune-up is better than some of these guys' best fights. Nope, they don't. And then I heard somebody say the last fight Boots had, bro, they said at Philly, it was less people at that fight than it was for the Avenesian fight. I'm like, hold on, he got a stoppage in the Avenesian fight. And then the Karen fight, the other Karen fight was in DC. So it's like, why they ain't show up for this fight? I know it's in football season right now. You got Philly. You got all these football teams, Temple, whatever. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but come on now. But my thing is these guys using Crawford's name as a launching pad is gonna be it's a mistake. Because what they don't realize is once you mention your name with Terrence Crawford and you say he ducking, fans are gonna want to know your every move. So what Ennis gotta realize is fans want to know his every move right now. Who he's gonna fight, who he gonna spar. So that right now, people ain't gonna care. Oh, they fought in a bigger venue? Oh, okay. That's why. Oh, that's why. They fought in a bigger venue too, boy. Yeah, but I don't try to put too much pressure on these American fighters. Y'all gotta understand, man. And this is what a lot of boxing fans gotta understand. We got a lot of talent in America. So I'm glad that we promote our talent over here. But man, we can't be crowning these dudes too early, bro. We got too much talent over here. Like, people gotta understand that, bro. We got too much talent over here to be crowning these dudes way too early. Like when people were saying Jaron Ennis to knock out Wilder, I'm like, hey, y'all just want to say that. It ain't true. Y'all just want to say Boots will beat Crawford. It ain't true. He ain't showed nothing. Like, I've been watching Boots for 10 years at least. He ain't showed nothing to the point where I just said, yeah, he'll wash Crawford. You gotta understand that. Yeah, Crawford saving Boots right now though. If Crawford would have fought Boots that last fight, Boots wouldn't be, man. They would have had to stop that fight like they stopped the Spence fight, but the way Boots get hit, nah. He get hit way too easy. He get hit way too easy. He be standing square way too much. He stands square way too much. He doesn't even get out the way of the shots. He just kind of just takes them flush. Crawford saving that man. That's what he doing. I'm telling y'all. At this point, if can't nobody see that, I don't know what. I heard a lot of people saying that Bitterbill was saving Bivol. If you think Bitterbill saved Bivol, Crawford is definitely saving this man. Trust me. Crawford will beat the dog crap out of Boots. No problem. But this is the best fighter in the game, know what I'm talking about. This ain't no regular guy, so. Crawford will beat the crap out of a lot of people. Most people. Right now, all of them. But when people like, yeah, this the one we gonna pick. Nah, he ain't ready, man. We gotta see him challenge himself first. And with Charles Conwell, if you can't get past Charles Conwell, you don't need to be jumping in the ring with no Crawford. I'm gonna let you know that right now. If you can't handle Ortiz at 54 right now, you don't need to be jumping in the ring with no Crawford. And that's all I've been saying. I ain't been saying nothing crazy over the last year. I ain't been saying nothing wild about that. I'm still a fan of Boots, but I'm a realist though. I'm not finna mess my face card up because I want to sit up here and act like Boots finna walk through every punch in there. Nah, that ain't finna happen. Just like Ortiz was feeling them shots from Boychuk. He like, man, this how you feel to fight a real 154. Yeah. Boychuk ain't no knockout artist, but what that 154 power is real. It's a difference between 47 and 54. So even with Boots not taking with him not taking that fight, or even not even looking into it further right now. Me, you know what I'm saying? I would have just said, yeah, I'm with whatever. Yeah, I accept that. Yeah, let's run that right now. Because the fans right now, they're trying to expedite him into that Crawford role. They already got him prepared to replace Crawford. They already know who they want him to fight. They already know what weight class they want him to be at, what year, what time. That's what he don't understand right now. He kind of just like, yeah, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to think about this 47 thing a little longer. Then they like, nah, we talking about you and Ortiz Jr. right now. And that's what people got to understand. His name, bro, I'm telling you, if you go back to any videos I dropped earlier this year, his name was going to be mentioned with Tim Tszyu and Barrios if he would have stayed at PBC. But he wasn't trying to be sitting on the shelf and he wanted to get paid. So he with the people he with now. But the Ortiz and Boots thing, I already knew that was in the making. I'll give y'all a hint. I don't know whose vlog it was on. It was either on Matchroom. It might have been a YouTube page or Instagram. One of them. It was last year though. Eddie Hearn had went into what's his name? Eddie Hearn went into Oscar De La Hoya's office at Golden Boy. This might have been the day after Regis Prograis. I think this is the day after Regis Prograis and Devin Haney fought. And Eddie Hearn went in there to discuss, I guess, in my mind at that time, I was like, oh, Eddie Hearn going to discuss Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. This was like December, bro. It wasn't even 2024 yet. So I'm like, he going there to discuss Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney next. You said Ramos gonna fold Rosario. I don't know. Rosario, he looked good last fight. He did fight a Jared Hurd that wasn't really Jared Hurd. I don't know. Ramos, his body looked like it's more mature. He was a lot more thin around his torso. He looked like he's a lot more mature now as far as his body. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. That's a hard one. I gotta look into it. I thought Rosario looked good his last fight though. Stamina was good. It's a good chance. I'll give it like a 35, 40% chance. He'll get folded though. But yeah, when who should Mendoza fight next? I would have liked to see Mendoza fight. I don't know, at least a Conwell or somebody, but I know Conwell got a fight coming up in like a week or two. Supposed to be fighting somebody. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a top name. Could be a small chance it would be somebody like what's his name? Lubin, but who knows? It's a lot of guys at 54. 54 is a deep weight class. You can get out a lot of guys out of the top 50, top 100. That'll be a tough fight. Yeah, it's a lot of good, tough fights around the weight class. You know, it's a lot of guys out there. I know Hernandez ain't around the weight class, but it's a lot of guys like that in those middleweights between 54 and 68. Yeah, Mendoza a good fight with anybody though. Any top fighter. I think he need to be just active right now. More than anything. I don't think he said nothing about moving up to 160. I think he's still at 54 as far as I know, but the way these guys being inactive, I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody move up right now. But yeah, man, I think Boost, he had to know about something that was going on, bro, because Virgil Ortiz, him and Virgil Ortiz been discussed since Virgil Ortiz fought ever since Tim Tszyu lost, to be honest with you. Ever since Tim Tszyu lost, everybody mentioned Crawford for like 2 days, and then they went on to talk about Boost and Virgil Ortiz. He got to make this fight work, man. He really got to. It's going to be a tough situation right here. Eddie Hearn got to make some moves, man. You can't have guys out here turning down these type of fights. And this has happened before. I told people a couple of months ago when that Norman situation, I was like, man, this ain't good. But a lot of people was like, yeah, we're just going to blame Norman and keep it pushing. I'm like, okay. And how did that go? It backfired. Because that was not the truth, and I tried to tell everybody that. I was like, this dude is not ducking boots, he just wants some more money. Oh, like everybody ducking boots. I'm like, everybody turned down the same deal though. So when Turkey Out of Sheik gets involved and the other guy gets paid, which I was saying that was the problem. The other guy getting paid, the locations and everything else. Every boxer that was talking to Boots had the same issue. So that's what a lot of fans didn't really realize. Norman had the same situation that Brian Barrios had, that Stanionis went on camera and said. Stanionis said, I ain't going in there and fight for that much money for my belt and then risk getting robbed and stuff like that. So he was like, nah. But when you on an even playing field and you got Turkey Al-Sheikh and he like, yeah, let's make this happen. My thing is, what did Boots go in there and talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh about? That had to be the fight that Turkey Al-Sheikh was talking to him about. When he went and talked to Turkey on everything I love, when he went and talked to Turkey Al-Sheikh, when I seen Boots Ennis go talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh, the only fight that I sat up here and thought about, this is how you know the fans don't know nothing they be talking about. They be out here, they hurting this is how they hurting everything. They thinking about Boots Ennis fighting, he went to Turkey Al-Sheikh because he gonna fight Crawford. No, he went to Turkey Al-Sheikh because they were talking about Virgil Ortiz. This man didn't go talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh because, yeah, Crawford, nah, bro. That fight could have been happened, dog. I keep telling people that already. He said his FA beating Bacoli a big upset. Yeah, that's a big upset. I'm definitely not rolling with FA in that fight, but I'm not discrediting FA though. It just one fight I seen recently. They stopped early for FA. I was like, nah, y'all stopping this early for FA? No, sir. So FA, he on that list of some of them guys they been skipping ahead of the line. Cause you remember he ain't looked that good against Frank Sanchez. I think he got dropped in that fight, right? But yeah, when people seen this picture with Turkey Al-Sheikh and Boots, they was thinking, oh yeah, we talking about Crawford. We talking about him fighting Crawford. Nah, man. And that's why everything went wrong. That's why it looks so bad right now. Cause it's like people feel like the Crawford fight was right here, and now Boots don't want to go through with the Ortiz situation. Yeah, the Goodall fight. Yeah. Yeah, Goodall was finna go to work. Goodall was definitely about to start going to work. Yeah, Goodall was definitely about to start going to work. And he knocked him out. Didn't Goodall beat him up in the amateurs or something like that? So yeah, that was horrible, man. That was horrible. That was horrible. Yeah, I gotta love boxing, bro, because a lot of these fights like that FA and Goodall fights like that make you not want to watch boxing no more. You stay up all Saturday just to see a ref like, oh, stop it early. Bro, ain't nobody got time for that, bro. They do that in UFC, a dude would not be refereeing in UFC ever again. You don't hear about no referee jumping in earlier in UFC. Yeah, that was a huge upset when he stopped Shaw. Then they gonna come in and he stop the fight early. Yeah, man. I'm still mad about that, dog. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. I had a good little bet on Goodall. They go in there and stop the fight early. I'm like, what? Skipping dudes head of the line. Yeah, FA, he gonna get slept, bro. He looked good in his last fight, but he got hurt in his last fight, though. He took it on the chin like a champ for real, but he got hurt. He was fighting hurt in his last fight. Man, it's gonna be a rough 2025 for these fans, bro. I'm telling y'all. People been putting batteries in these fighters' backs. I'm telling you, that's why I never try to sit up. If I say a dude is ducking somebody, the dude that I say, when I say a fighter is being ducked, if I ever say, hey man, this fighter is being ducked by people, this dude better not ever duck a fighter in his life. People gotta understand that as a fan, when you use the word duck, when you say, hey, this fighter is being ducked, you better make sure, I'm telling you, especially if you have a YouTube channel, you better make sure this dude don't ever end up ducking nobody. And it's even worse if he ducks somebody in the same season. Not only the same year, the same season as somebody. Now all the fans that was sitting up here talking about that Brian Norman was ducking Boots, now they saying, oh, Boots ducking Ortiz. Man, y'all look crazy. You look crazy. You look crazy, you look wild, you look insane. Now we starting to find out the Crawford thing. Man, y'all better hope Crawford ain't fight this guy. If Crawford would have fought Boots, it would have been a long time coming. I'm telling you that right now. It would have been a whooping he never thought he was going to get. And I'm a fan of Boots, but I ain't here to cut no corners, though. And come on. Come on. Let's be real. I ain't here to tell no lies. That last fight should have told, when everybody got mad after the last fight, why y'all think I didn't get mad at the last fight? Why y'all didn't see me say, man, Boots went out there and fought Karen like this and this and this? Because I said it after the first fight. I thought everybody watched the first fight. I thought everybody watched the first Karen fight between Boots and Karen. When they said Karen was running, I was like, yeah, they ain't watched the fight. See, what Karen showed everybody in the boxing world is, y'all can call a guy a runner, then he'll turn around and walk down the same guy that y'all said he was running from. Which I try to explain to people all the time when they say, oh, well, this fighter's a runner. I'm like, he's not a runner. He just chooses to fight that way. Just like Sonny Edwards. For some reason, Sonny Edwards be running in every fight. This weekend, he was like, you know what? I'm going to stand right in front of your face, and I'm going to take all these punches. I'm not finna run at all. And I don't know what point he proved, because he retired right after the fight. He didn't really prove a point, but we got to understand, man, like, I'm man enough to sit up here and say, yeah, I'm a big fan of Boots Ennis, and he's not ready yet. How could Boots get ready? How can anybody explain to me that Boots Ennis is ready? And people sit out here and say, well, hey, man, his body language, his actions say he ain't ready. Now, he got 33 fights, 29 knockouts, which ain't bad. That ain't bad now. That ain't bad. I could explain a million reasons why that ain't bad. But my thing is this right here, though. And I'm kind of glad that all this is going down now, because I've already kind of went through all this already as far as with Boots. I just didn't speak on it that much with the Norman situation because everybody wanted to sit up here and blame Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, they've been dropping some terrible trailers. That Yafei and Sonny Edwards trailer was good though. You seen that trailer? With Sonny Edwards and Yafei? The fight they had yesterday, that trailer was amazing. That was a good trailer. That was the best trailer I've seen Matchroom do so far. A lot of people going with Tyson Fury around this time, man. I don't know what Tyson Fury showed everybody his last two fights. Somebody got to tell me. Because, man, I'm talking about honestly on everything I love. He's a woman in the trailer. What? I don't know what everybody. That's crazy. That made me not even want to watch it now. Everybody didn't like the trailer they did for the Wembley edition, the Riyadh season Wembley edition. They ain't like that trailer. A lot of people hated that trailer when they were doing all that singing. Yeah, they ain't like that one. I don't. They got Usyk got. Hey, they do not want him to win, boy. Hey, Usyk, if you listening, dog, you need to KO in this next fight, bro. If you don't get no knockout, you might as well just stay at the house. Usyk, you need to KO for that next fight, bro. The ref ain't gonna never let that man touch the ground. You need a KO. You need to sleep him to the point where they can't even stand him up. Man, they got Usyk as a woman in the trailer. That's crazy. You know he ain't finna win. Let me pin that up there. You know he ain't finna win. That's wild. Yeah, that's insane. That's what they doing now. That's a sign of, hey, we don't want him to win. I ain't gonna lie, man. You'll be insane to bet on Usyk in this fight. I'm gonna just be real with you. If Usyk win this fight, the whole world gonna come crashing down. They gonna get so mad they'll put Jaron Ennis in the ring with Usyk next. Man, that's insane. Yeah, I wouldn't put my money on Usyk right now for that fight because I don't know, man. He getting treated like the challenger right now. I'm seeing all kind of news coming out. It's more so about Fury and everything else, and all of it's pretty good news too. It's all positive. Can't really tell he lost his last fight, so it might be a bad thing for him. Tyson Fury just said something crazy too recently. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right here. I'll probably say it after I get off of here. I'll drop it as a video, but I don't know. The dude has to be on some kind of nose candy or something. This dude out here talking crazy. He said, well, I'll just say it now. Tyson Fury said his last fight against Usyk was his best performance. That's how you can tell this dude ain't been. Everybody acting like this dude won the fight. That's how you can tell everybody thought this dude won the fight. Yeah, Usyk need a knockout, man. This dude said that was his best performance. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they got Boychuk coming up. See, Boychuk, man, he fighting immediately. He ain't wasting no time. You got that's crazy, bro. If Xander Zayas get in the ring with Virgil Ortiz, that's gonna be a bad look for Boots, bro. That's gonna be a bad look. I'm not letting no 22-year-old take my place. That ain't finna happen. Yeah, Usyk is a woman in a trailer. That's weird, bro. That mean they want Usyk to get beat down. They got Tyson Fury as King Kong, and Usyk is playing the white lady. I ain't even seen the trailer. Man, that's crazy. If I was Usyk, I'd be very upset. I'd be like, dang, they trying to do this to me right now. They trying to set me up. He said Turkey, how he's putting a trailer. Oh yeah, all on, everybody ain't perfect. It's gonna happen that way. It's gonna happen that way. That just lets you know they biased though. Like it kind of just go into everything I was saying. Like they don't really love Usyk like that. Maybe some of the stuff Tyson Fury has said in the past about Usyk only winning because his people is in war. I don't know. Maybe other people felt like that too. It's getting wild out here, man. The boxing world is the fans starting to wake up though. Starting to wake up, buddy. He said Shakur versus Peta and Ortiz. I mean, Boots versus Virgil already not on the card this year. Taught me to have it and not be excited about. Yeah, that's why I ain't really, bro. That's why the news I be putting out. I really didn't want to put out the Boots news, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Cause once the fight get canceled, I just wanna let it be known that this was talked about, and I'm glad I did. Because right now it lets me know that everybody, like I said before, bro, everybody yell about when somebody ducking, but like when people was jumping on Brian Norman Jr. and everything else, when I seen everybody jump on Brian Norman Jr., bro, I don't care, bro. Right, that's when I seen right there. They just want to call. I hope everybody who called out Brian Norman Jr. call out this boot stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Or I'm gonna lose respect for you ASAP. I hope everybody that was calling out Brian Norman Jr. had that same energy. He said New Year's resolution gonna be making weight. Nah, they New Year's resolution gonna be fighting in Mexico. A lot of these guys ain't gonna be fighting on certain platforms no more. A lot of guys who came in overweight, we ain't gonna see them no more. Ain't nobody gonna put money behind those guys. Man, a lot of them guys messed up a lot of stuff. We had guys coming in overweight on Pro Box and and then you had Machado. Machado couldn't even fight. He ain't even fought that much this year. Oh yeah, Dubois and Parker. Yeah, that's the main event. I forgot to post that. But yeah, I think I already posted. I think I already put that out there already. I don't want to repost that again. But yeah, it's Dubois and Parker. You said, I would rather watch another Misfits card to talk about this shit. Nah, I mean, this is what everybody been talking about for months, bro. I mean, we got to talk about it. This is what everybody been talking about for months. I'm only talking about it one day. Shoot, this is what everybody else talking about every day. I don't know how they do it. You said Lamo's probably on the blacklist card, blacklist with some people. I don't know. If Lamo's gets a chance again, like I said, it's gonna be better than what Berlanga got. Berlanga got dropped from top rank after winning the fight, so I don't know what top rank gonna do. I don't know what top rank gonna do. Yeah. Misfits is gonna be on point though. They gonna have some fights coming up next year that's gonna be on point. I still watch that. I've been getting into it more. But yeah, I like Misfit fights. Yeah, I like those fights. You said Edwards in March. Yeah, I like the Edwards fight. It's gonna be in the UK. I like that fight. Casemiro missed weight. Yeah, I didn't read too much into it. I heard about it recently. I heard he got banned or something too. He got something banned too. Yeah, Sriracha missed weight too. A couple of other guys missed weight. Yeah, but yeah, fighters they'll learn soon, man. They'll learn soon. A lot of times when I look at these young guys, bro, the first thing I look at is how are they doing with their weight? If they gaining weight too fast, that means something going on wrong. Dudes is either eating too much or somebody on some PEDs or something. You said I heard Camelo missed weight because he knew he didn't have to fight. Yeah, I heard that too, but bro, you still 148 and you 18? You walk around 150? You 150 fighting at 130? He was trying to fight at 26. So you 18, 150? Nah. That ain't it, bro. You gaining that much weight in a couple days, bro. That ain't it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we keep a memory of all that stuff. Yeah, we know all these guys will be missing weight. Should do a spreadsheet though. But yeah, you can't go in there 150 though. Like the fact that he walking around 150 right now, that means he need to fight. He need to fight Abdullah Mason next 4 or 5 years. Like these names like Floyd Schofield, Abdullah Mason, his name need to be mentioned with them names. I'll just say that. He said Eddie must be pissed off. Hey, who? Nah, Eddie. I don't think Eddie Hearn pissed off. Eddie know what time it is. He probably pissed off that Sonny Edwards got beat up yesterday like he did. But he probably already knew Sonny Edwards was gonna get beat up. He know you fired that deal, so Yeah, he was. They weren't really sure, Boots with the weight. I think the last time when Boots made weight, it looked pretty bad. This time when it wasn't that bad. Um, I think Boots see the opportunities. Turkey out of Sheik. They got all the 154s. They don't really got no 47s. And then I think with the Barrio sit, I don't want to say too much because I got a feeling I know what's going on. But I think just with I think Boots gonna try to fight Conor Ben regardless. So I think that was more so the plan. I've been saying that for a while now that they were trying to get Boots to fight Conor Ben and stuff like that. But I think that'll eventually happen. But he just fought a couple of weeks ago? So he got time. Yeah, I ain't even see the situation. I ain't even look it up, bro. I need to look it up now. I ain't even look up the situation. I ain't even look up the situation. These boys funny. Dang, what is this? Oh yeah, yeah. Dang, OG spazzed on old girl. Dang. OG went Nino Brown on her. Dang, OG went Nino Brown on her. Dang. Dang, OG, that's what we doing? Can't believe he went out like that.
And it's called Come On, Son.
Yeah, OG falling apart, man. That was bad. That girl like she bigger than him too. That's the bad part. He tussling with a girl that's bigger than him. If she would have knew how to throw a headlock, he would have been done. He said he got 5 on. Dang. What, he trying to have a litter? Yeah, I know, man. I don't know. Maybe OG did that for I ain't even gonna say that. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Yeah, he was wilding. Man, it's gonna be. I'm telling y'all, hey. One thing I do know, these fans better find a replacement for Terrence Crawford quick. I heard everybody talking like they had a replacement for him. They better find a replacement quick. Everybody was running around saying Virgil and Boots was gonna beat up Crawford, so we need to see what's going on. We need to figure out what's going on ASAP. I don't know. We ain't giving these people the promote. That's why I say, man, we over promote fighters sometimes, bro. People don't understand that. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on these dudes when they ain't ready, man. I gotta keep it 100. It be too much pressure on some guy. How did this footage even get leaked? Oh, y'all want to see it? Let me go ahead and play it. Nah, I can't even play it on here, can I? Nah, you on here doing too much. Dang, OG doing too much. Dang, I ain't watch the whole thing. Oh no, I can't put this on here. Damn, OG mad as hell. Man. Nah, I can't. Yeah. Nah, I can't do that. I ain't see the whole thing. Oh no, I can't do that. I guess the chick had access to his security camera, and she put it out there. Yeah, somebody was just having a conversation about this last night about some girls online bragging about fighting guys and then the other way around. So yeah, guys got to be very mindful of stuff like that. Got to be mindful of stuff like that, bro. When it's the other way around, you ain't finna get no. Yeah, I think OG he need that to happen to him so he could realize that this ain't 2002 no more. Yeah, simping gone wrong. That's all it is. Simping gone wrong. Yeah, it don't. 5 baby mamas, that ain't good. That mean you taking care of 5 women who don't even stay with you. Boy, that's a L, boy. That's a loss. You might well burn that money. That's like setting a bag of money on fire. Yeah, dudes be saying that it sound good, but ain't no man out here finna be like, yeah, I want to take care of 5 girls who somebody else is in there having sex with all day. Boy, you don't get out of here, boy, you look like a lame. They really think that Eubank would cook Laura. I don't know, man. Depending on what judges they got looking at it, they may be right. Yeah, yeah. You know these dudes, man. You know how it is. You know how it is. That's why OnlyFans is jumping. They don't want to hear the truth. They want a fantasy. Yeah, he did all that. He talking about something from March. My thing is, bro, you talking about something from March. Hey, why this got 227 people looking at it? Hey, y'all see that at the bottom? Where it said 227? That must have been somebody live or something it was on. No, I ain't heard about that. That's wild. If that happened, that's the move right there. I need to move to the state he was in. Oh, okay. I was wondering why I said 244 people. I wonder what state he live in. I need to move over there. What, getting 5,000? Yeah, the only thing OnlyFans did was they put the pimps out of business. Them and Backpage, they trying to put the pimps out of business. Yeah, this is wild, man. He out there flipping girls and stuff in the kitchen. Bruh, tripping. It was a whole setup too, bro. He's stupid. I can't believe he fell for that. Man, this dude tripping. I done seen these dudes, man. There's some simps out here. And they be talking crazy online. Dang, Schofield Sr., you look crazy out here right now. What? Damn. I believe it. Man, I seen a dude. I was at a I knew this dude, man. He was talking about I just me and my wife getting a divorce. We just went on a vacation recently. Bro, do you know this dude took his wife on a vacation after she went and got pregnant by another dude? He knew that she got pregnant by another dude and everything. He still went on vacation. Talking about for the kids. I'm like, bro. And the dude wasn't even American, come to find out. So I was like, oof. Thank God. Cause boy, I'm like, we doing that over here now? Nah, these are simps coming from overseas doing this. They be talking about passport bros. Dudes is doing that over here. This dude sit up here and took a girl, his wife on vacation after she got pregnant with another dude by another guy. Bro, these guys is simps, bro. Straight up. All walks of life. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why these girls be out here doing what they want to do. They got somebody like you to run to. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, man, these dudes out here, you can have 50 Kevin Samuels. These dudes out here still gonna be simping. If you gotta have another man tell you to stop simping, bro, it ain't gonna work. You was born this way. You said the pimp game outside more secure. Yeah, but they getting an easier bag through the OnlyFans though. The OnlyFans is, I ain't gonna tell you how to operate it, but you can get an easy little bag off OnlyFans. Ain't nobody got to risk getting kidnapped or nothing. Yeah. Yeah, but that don't even be working though, man. I just seen dudes, man. I just seen dudes have girls like them, and girls be like, and dudes like run the girl off, bro. A lot of these dudes just lame, bro. We just gotta admit it. A lot of these dudes is pathetic, man. They lame. I gotta be real with myself. A lot of these dudes is lame. I can't even understand these dudes, so I know these girls can't understand them. A lot of these dudes is lame. You see how they acting now about this Boots Ennis news. This thing came out, everybody acting like they'll jump in my comment section every day talking about when somebody Terrence Crawford ducking. Soon this news come out, I ain't seen not one person come through the chat being like, oh man. I can see through boxing, like just from boxing, I can see how lame these guys is. They don't stand on nothing. Everybody talking about they standing on business. Ain't nobody standing on business. That's the biggest cap I ever heard in my life. Ain't nobody standing on business. Cause when the news come out, I see how shook they get. And this is just about boxing. I can only imagine real life. Yeah, it's beyond now. It's beyond now, bro. It's beyond. Yeah, like I have no problem with dudes holding women accountable, but these dudes don't even get along with other guys, man. They don't get along. It's some guys, they don't get along with guys, women. So yeah, you know how that goes. That's most of society, especially out here in our community. Dudes be hating automatically for no reason. Yeah. He a duck. Yeah, he a duck. Yeah, he a duck. I gotta. Yeah, it is what it is according to his standards. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like I was saying when people was coming out saying Terrence Crawford, bro, we had people just last month talking about Terrence Crawford was ducking Boots. Like you really out here, you really bet your life that Boots will beat Terrence Crawford right now, and you'll be dead as a dog right now. Dudes is really out here ready to bet their life that Boots will beat Terrence Crawford. Like, bro, you really doing that? And now we got ifs and maybes about Virgil Ortiz, and you was ready to what? These dudes out there putting their life on the line, man. Ain't nobody trying to fight Boots, man. I'm like, nobody. We done had Norman Jr. say, give me a couple of more dollars and we good. He ain't even say no. You know, like Canelo, he just say no. He won't even say, hey, this amount of money. He'll just say no. Yeah. I stay away from those. We ain't even got nothing to put down on as far as no information on these fights. The only thing I don't like is, bro, they pick and choose who they want to call out. They had like Brian Norman Jr. with Floyd Mayweather Jr. or something. Like he just said, "No, I don't want to fight Pacquiao." Like as soon as that news about, they were like, "Nah, the money went right with the Boots situation. We made a counter offer. Oh, they ducking Boots." I knew right then. I said, "Bro, y'all gonna shoot yourself in the foot, bro. I'm gonna just sit back and be quiet, bro. But I'm gonna watch from the background, bro. Y'all gonna ruin yourself, bro. Y'all want to replace Terrence Crawford so bad, bro. Y'all gonna ruin yourself. Him and Virgil Ortiz on the hot seat. Virgil Ortiz ain't off the hook because Boots don't want to fight him. Boots still at 147. Virgil Ortiz got plenty of 154s he can fight. So he ain't off the hook either. There's plenty of 154s that want to fight Boots. I mean, Virgil Ortiz, so that's not a big deal. But the fans putting this pressure on certain fighters to get ready for Terrence Crawford and all that stuff, these dudes ain't ready. I keep telling y'all that. These dudes ain't ready. They not going to be ready. They ain't ready. They ain't 30 years old yet. These dudes ain't even touched 30 yet. I mean, who I'm supposed to blame that they weren't born fast enough to be ready? Or early enough? I don't know. But they ain't ready. They ain't going to be ready. They not ready. I don't know who got to keep reiterating that point, but I keep saying it over and over, but I don't care who nobody's favorite fighter is out here. I'm telling the truth on the news. These guys is not ready for Terrence Crawford. These guys ain't ready for Charles Conwell. So how they going to be ready for Terrence Crawford? They're not ready for Terrence Crawford, okay? Let's enjoy the show. Can we stop putting pressure on Boots like he just gonna wash everybody? And we'll be good. Boots in the same scenario as Virgil Ortiz, Charles Conwell, all these other guys. They're trying to figure out what their place is in boxing right now. But as far as, like I said, when I didn't hear people mentioning Boots' name with Tim Tszyu. That was a red flag. I didn't hear not one person say Boots can beat Canelo right now. But then they were sitting up here talking about he'll knock out Terrence Crawford. I'm like, y'all just want a replacement. Is this the real thing or is this a replacement? That's the only thing I want to know. Right now, the fans trying to tell me this the real thing, but it looks like a replacement. If Boots ever fights Terrence Crawford, all they gonna do is do him like they did Earl Spence. That's it. There's nothing that Boots can. What is Boots gonna get out of fighting Terrence Crawford? What is he gonna show us that he ain't show us in the Karen fight? If I was anybody right now, I wouldn't put Boots in the ring with Terrence Crawford. I'm telling you. After that last performance, I thought that would have helped everybody realize, okay, maybe I'm a little too early on this. I need to slide back. But people like, nah, we need to push forward with this. Go ahead, push forward with him. It ain't gonna hurt Terrence Crawford. It's gonna hurt Boots. If the fans had their way, they would have had all these fighters already retired. Virgil Ortiz would have been dropped a lot more times than the last performance. Good, thank God that was just Boychuk. That wasn't no Conwell or somebody. And Boots' last fight, thank God that wasn't Terrence Crawford in the ring with Boots in his last fight. Because if Karen could walk him down like that, yeah. That's how I'm looking at everything. I don't know why the fans ain't looking at it like that, but it's going to be a rough year coming up. It's going to be a rough year. It's going to be a rough year. I already told people Boots could have been fought Terrence Crawford. He could have fought Barrios, Tim Tszyu. He could have fought all these people. Not people like, nah, they ducking. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody ducking, bro. Why somebody gotta always be ducking? That's the thing that's gonna ruin it for a lot of fighters. They're not gonna be able to enjoy themselves because the fans gonna put pressure on them because they're gonna feel like, well, so and so is ducking you. So if you turn down a fight, now Boots in a situation where it's like everybody feel like everybody's ducking him. So if he doesn't accept this Ortiz fight, that makes him a duck. And that's the standards he done put around himself. I can't change the fact that everybody looking at him like that. I don't really got enough information to really know. I haven't changed my opinion about everything. I'll just say that. I see more so people coming toward my opinion now. They're changing their opinion towards my opinion. My opinion ain't never changed. When I sat up here and said a couple of months ago, hey, Errol Spence and Boots will be a good fight. Everybody act like that was just a fight that shouldn't happen. Errol Spence is on Boots level. I'm sorry to tell everybody, but he's on Boots level. Errol Spence is definitely on Boots level. I don't know why people don't understand that. But I have noticed though that with Boots and many others, if I sit up here and said, let me just go look it up real quick. If I sat up here and said Boots had Terrence Crawford had a resume like Boots, nobody would say Terrence Crawford deserves a fight with Errol Spence. If I said he fought Karen, Avenesian, Villa, Castillo Clayton, Delorme, Lipinets, ain't nobody finna sit up here and say, yeah, man, Terrence Crawford had a better resume than that, and everybody was sitting up here saying he wasn't ready for Errol Spence. So that lets me know right there that people is capping out here, and a lot of these people are fans, which I don't mind you being a fan of. Just say you're a fan, and that you're gonna be biased about this, and you really ain't got no facts to back up what you're talking about. Because I'm still offended that people said that Terrence Crawford was ducking Boots. I don't know if everybody knows that or not, but until I remind people how wrong they actually was about that, I'm not gonna stop. Y'all went too far with that. Y'all still talking about that. Y'all still talking about Terrence Crawford running from Boots. Out of all the people in boxing, y'all got to sit up here and put that label on. That's the person y'all want to put that label on? Y'all, hey, you made the bed, hey, you got to lay in it. If I sit up here and say Canelo ain't fighting nobody, I better be sure that Canelo's not fighting that person. And it's for a good reason. Now, with the performances I've seen recently and this situation right here with Ortiz and Boots, what does that have to do with anything people been saying lately? Do they have the facts to back up anything? Do y'all hear anybody out here speaking off of Boots right now? That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of these people, they gonna turn on this man. I seen it after the Avenesian fight where people said he was getting touched up too much. What I see now is a lot of people are not gonna sit up here and take up for him. They are not gonna take up for him. I see it now. It's sad out here. That's why when people say, oh man, this is my favorite fighter, you better act like this your favorite fighter, bro. I know it ain't y'all favorite fighter because when I'm hearing y'all talk about these fighters, it ain't no facts to bag up nothing about why somebody getting ducked and why this fight ain't happening. That's how I know if we didn't have like firearms in America, it'd be a lot of dudes getting their head knocked off by right hands and left hooks all day. Because these dudes do not know how, they can't tell when somebody can fight and when somebody cannot, when somebody can fight. That's like a life thing. When you see somebody like Terrence Crawford and you just thinking to yourself, man, this dude can't fight like that. Bro, I pray nobody ends up going to the penitentiary in their life. If you think a guy like Terrence Crawford can't fight, and if you was in a cell with this man, you thought he couldn't fight, you would get destroyed. That's one reason I pray none of these young guys get locked up, because it's a lot of dudes that they think that can't fight that be destroying guys. And if you can't read a boxer after about 30 fights, bro, you don't need to be fighting nobody. You don't need to be running up on nobody. But I just think the way that people was pushing these narratives about Terrence Crawford ducking, it's all coming back now, and it's gonna hunt people. I hope everybody realizes that the fame that you want off of saying that Terrence Crawford, yeah, that's why he ain't in there. Yeah, that's why he ain't in there. If he was stupid KOs. And then him and Dubois throwing that little 6-inch punch now, that little, little quick little close punch. Yeah, he gonna come back with a vengeance too, bro. Out here fighting with broken arms and stuff. People like, oh, that's fake. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Yep, exactly. Boom. Glad you said it. Boom. Glad you said it. Boom. Boom, exactly. Like Nello just said, what goes around comes around. I mean, he said, what comes around goes around. Everyone who spoke on Bud, something happened to him. Everybody who speak on Terrence Crawford, something happens to them. Everybody. Everybody who speak on him, something happened to him. Every time. Charlo sat up there and said something about Crawford. Got whooped by Canelo, ain't been seen since. And turned down a fight with Crawford. People got to realize that was Crawford called out Charlo, and he was trying to fight Boots around that time. That's what people don't realize. See, I know the inside scoop. See, Crawford was trying to fight Boots. He was trying to fight who was it? Cause that's why I was all, let me tell y'all something. Everybody got exposed when Terrence Crawford was out here talking about when they was talking about Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter going to a purse bid, and everybody was like, Sean Porter ducking the purse bid. They could have easily just asked for Boots to fight Terrence Crawford right then. Nobody was believing in Boots to fight Terrence Crawford right then. Terrence Crawford would have turned around and fought Boots right at that moment. Right at that moment, they could have easily said, hey, have Boots fight Terrence Crawford and then have Terrence Crawford fight Earl Spence. No, they want to make it difficult. If Terrence Crawford retires today, all these dudes at 54 are going to be looking like journeymen. They're going to turn into journeymen. If Terrence Crawford retires today. Ain't none of them going to get no big payday. They're going to be losing to each other. All this boogeyman stuff, it's too many guys at 54 to be hollering that boogeyman stuff. Yep. And just turned down this fight with Ortiz, man. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. And who else? Oh yeah, Teofimo called out Bud, and then he looked bad against Steve Claggett. What else? And then I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. Teofimo Lopez, he ducked worse than Jaron Ennis ever could, because Jaron Ennis is technically not at 54 yet. Teofimo is at 140. Still, right now, he still got a 140 belt that he gonna drop any minute now because he ain't gonna want to smoke. He got a 140 belt right now that he's holding on. That Turkey Al-Sheikh said, hey, you and Devin Haney can fight each other. And he didn't want to do that. Turned down the whole fight. So Teofimo, he's not trying to fight anybody either. So he's in a bad situation. Yeah, Bud retired today. It makes sense. He challenging himself right now. Only fight that makes sense. If everyone on BS is Mataliev and Canelo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I've been trying to say the whole time, Nello. Like, we could have easily went past all this and just had Crawford fight Boots. He could have fought Charlo at 54. And he could have went on and fought Canelo. I mean, it still makes sense. No matter how many times people want to, they try to throw Boots in the mix after the Spence fight. Nobody has a real explanation why they started breaking up Boots last year, when we could have been talking about Boots 2 or 3 years ago. The only reason people don't believe me about asking for Boots and Crawford 2 or 3 years ago, even longer than that, is because I ain't had no YouTube page then. But trust me, I've been saying that. If you can look at my page and tell that when I'm not capping. I don't cap about boxing. It's not that serious to me. The people who do cap about boxing, they the ones that was saying that Boots, Terrence Crawford was ducking Boots. So if Terrence Crawford was ducking Boots, and Boots, y'all say that Boots is ducking Ortiz, so what's going on out here in boxing? What's going on really? Because I don't know, the fans, they start to believe the stuff they say and be like, oh, well, this fighter dude, nah, bro, that fighter ain't, you can't speak up for these fighters. Your fighter ain't the same as the fighter I'm supporting. Everybody think they fighter is the same as Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford say yes to every fight because he's Terrence Crawford. These fighters are not Terrence Crawford. This is what people got to get understood. Just because you like a fighter or he got a couple of knockouts, these fighters ain't fighting everybody. They not like that. Every fighter is not somebody who just jump in a ring with anybody and make it happen and look spectacular. It's not like that. Most of these guys have struggled in a 50-50 fight this year. Even if they won, they've struggled badly. And they ain't even moving up. They fighting in the same weight classes. Ortiz moved up, so yeah. He got a reason why he looks sloppy, but everyone else, not really. Guys like Usyk should be the ones saying, oh man, I look sloppy in the last fight because of my size. Guys like Wilder should have those excuses. Not guys like Boots. Oh, I can't move up 7 pounds. Man, please, man. The way dudes be talking about Wilder out here fighting guys 70 pounds heavier, I ain't trying to hear none of that for nobody. And we talking about he can't box, fighting dudes almost 100 pounds heavier than him. Y'all should be the first ones out here saying, man, I'm tired of dudes saying he can't box. Because y'all get in front of guys, Ukrainian fighters, and be looking regular, and then ain't nobody saying y'all can't box. Looking regular in front of these guys, getting touched up. This ain't no Tyson Fury. Karen Sugar's he ain't no Tyson Fury. So I hate when fans attack fighters that I support. Then when the fighters they support or they try to hype up, they look a certain way. Then you can obviously tell they being biased. They don't want to talk about it. They want to look past it. Oh, well, Terrence Crawford this and that. Man, you better thank God Terrence Crawford ain't fought Boots. I keep saying it. Thank God he ain't fought Boots. Because y'all wasting everybody's time with that noise. And as you can see, been wasting everybody's time. Clicks and views. I'll say about 90% of the fighters I talk about, those the ones Turkey Al-Sheikh be like, yeah, that's the fighter I'm going to work with. because they want to fight somebody. These other guys, I'm not finna talk about these guys. They don't want to fight nobody. And I hope these prospects understand that a lot of these fighters right now that's fighting in front of them, they're not helping y'all. They're making the situation harder. They're making the situation harder. They already not gonna fight, show you any favoritism, and now you're making it seem like you difficult to work with. You got people like out here like Devin Haney trying to sit up here and do the right things so these boxers can feel safe when they go into a fight. And you got these other guys turning down perfect opportunities. That's why I said, man, like, you can't compare Devin Haney to all these other guys. You can't compare Wilder or Benavidez. They take every fight. They don't sit up here and say, well, if, maybe, I got to find out. They take the fight. They take the fight. Earl Spence takes the fight. He fights. People want to say, oh, I feel like this fighter's better or this fighter better. He ain't fighting who we want to see him fight. So until he does, I don't care who he better than. That's what people got to realize. When y'all sit up here and be debating about who Boots, and people really wanted me to sit on this channel and debate about Boots being ducked by Terrence Crawford. After this Virgil Ortiz situation, y'all would have been wasting all my time. You see why I don't want to debate about stuff like that? What we got to debate about? Some facts. The facts ain't changed. The man ain't making it happen right now. I don't care what been heard or anything like that. Hey, once you had this meeting with Turkey on the sheet, you supposed to be learning something after this meeting. Something was said after this meeting. It was something that you ain't know before this meeting that you knew after the meeting. So something was said. Everybody want to sit up here and we got Hall of Famer, living legend Terrence Crawford walking around and people talking about him like he a bum because he ain't fighting Boots right now. Yeah, Terrence Crawford, why you ain't turned away from Boots? Yeah, Terrence Crawford probably could have had the Canelo fight if y'all would have been distracting him with this Boots crap. Talking about he ain't ready for Boots. Well, who Boots ready for? Y'all ain't never thought about that? Y'all done spent so much energy trying to figure out who 37-year-old Terrence Crawford is ready for. Y'all ain't trying to find out who Boots ready for? Nobody thought about that. Ain't nobody say, man, let me try to figure out who Boots ready for, man. We got this guy, that guy. Every time you mention somebody's name, oh, he gonna wash him. He gonna wash him. Once I started hearing the Terrence Crawford disrespect, I was like, yeah, man. Y'all finna set bruh for the okie doke. The Norman Jr. situation, that's when it just got to a different level. We blaming guys who just had a belt for 5 seconds, saying that they ducking. The youngest champion in boxing, not Bam Rodriguez, Brian Norman Jr. is the youngest champion in boxing. As soon as he get a belt, a guy who Boots been sparring. Boots been sparring a world champion. And everybody gonna say, oh, he ducking. Bro, y'all making us look bad out here in America. We got world champions sparring each other and we talking about they ducking? What ain't energy at for Williams and Pater though? Y'all notice how I went this hard on Williams and Pater, ain't nobody say nothing though. Williams and Pater flat out just told y'all, man, I ain't trying. At least Boots came out and said, yeah. Williams and Pater like, my arm, my shoulder hurt. At least Boots ain't come out here and say he hurt. He was like, hey man, I'm thinking about it right now. I gotta be 100 about it. At least he did that. That's more than what Canelo done did. Canelo be like, take what I give you. But is it a good situation? Absolutely not. Y'all know how I feel about this. You know how I feel about this. You know how I feel about this. That's why I say that ducking word, when you use that, You can't take that back. Once you put that out there, you gotta live with that. You gotta live with that. When you put that label on somebody, you gotta live with it. Look how many people put that ducking label on Terrence Crawford all these years, and they still trying to put it on Terrence Crawford. Are you a fool? Are you losing your mind? Why are these dudes still reporting boxing? Y'all sat up here and did all this saying Terrence Crawford been ducking all these years just so you can turn around and say, oh, well, Boots ain't taking this Virgil Ortiz fight. Why? Find out why, and find out why you thought Terrence Crawford been ducking. We need to hear all this news. We need to hear all this. I don't want everybody, when the news start coming out, everybody stop talking now. When the real news start coming out, now everybody ain't talking. See, when we got one of these dudes' fathers, one of these boxers' fathers on YouTube, everybody got something to say. I want to hear somebody say something now. That's it. I just want to hear the same energy. We don't got no stand-up guys out here. Ain't nobody telling the truth in boxing. This ain't even real life. This just boxing. Y'all think I'm gonna really let y'all sit out here and try to ruin a whole black man reputation over somebody y'all talking about ain't even accepting the Virgil Ortiz fight? Stop it. Never in my life I will. I ain't. Y'all don't understand, but when you do stuff like that, you selling your soul worse than these celebrities are. That's selling your soul right there. Cause you know you ain't doing the right thing, but you sitting up here, you gonna risk somebody else's reputation, the best boxer in the game, over an argument or what you don't like and this and this. Come on, man. As much as y'all can say about everybody else who was talking about Earl Spence and stuff over the years, they might not have liked Earl Spence. Nobody sat up here and went as far as try to discredit Earl Spence as no good fighter. That's not helping Terrence Crawford at all. Yeah. You ain't never heard no Terrence Crawford fan sit up here and say, man, Earl Spence a bum, man. Why would Earl Spence be a bum when that's the guy that everybody want to see him fight? When nobody asking Terrence Crawford to fight these other guys is asking him to fight Earl Spence. When nobody even mentioning Boots. I ain't seen nobody getting disrespectful with Triple G when he was sitting up here not being able to get a decision against Canelo. They kept believing in him. Fans believe the way y'all believe in Triple G. I need all that energy for everybody. If I can't see that for everybody, then y'all don't want to support on purpose. Y'all just don't want to support. That's it. I want to see that same energy y'all have for Triple G. I want to see it for all these boxers. If y'all don't got it, y'all ain't trying to support. Y'all want to support y'all favorites, and that's cool. Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Don't sit up here and be fighting over somebody the whole time, and then the whole time you like them, and you trying to act like it's down the middle. No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. Tell me you want Terrence Crawford to get destroyed, and you don't want him to be around. You don't want him to be in the boxing game no more. Just keep it that way. Don't try to convince me that dudes with a resume with nobody on it is going to destroy anybody. Boots' resume does not tell me anything that he qualified to beat no Terrence Crawford. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why that narrative keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. Everybody keeps saying Boots need to fight a name. Why are y'all acting like Boots has fought a name? Terrence Crawford can have that same resume as Boots, and y'all wouldn't let Terrence Crawford fight anybody with that resume that Boots got. Boots would not be able to fight anybody with that resume. Terrence Crawford would not be able to fight anybody with that resume. He couldn't even fight Jeff Horn with that resume. He said a lot of brothers seem to have self-hatred going on, hating on black women, black men, to be honest. Also colorism. I see dark. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. Yeah, light skin. Yeah, a lot of that goes on. Yeah, a lot of that goes on. Yeah, a lot of these dudes, they be trying these light-skinned guys, though. That's why a lot of these light-skinned guys be locked up, too. A lot of these light-skinned guys, they be having some of these guys, you know, they think that's considered being soft. That's why a lot of these guys be ended up in jail a lot of time, defending themselves from somebody who want to be on, so, oh, he weak. So yeah, a lot of that stuff going on. Yeah. That's a lot of colorism that goes on in boxing. That's why they don't like me calling it out. But I don't really care. Any sucker who can sit up here and support Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia and what they say, and they get mad at me if I mention Mexican or dark skin or anything like that, man, I don't give a damn about none of it. I don't want your support. Don't want you on the channel. Do not want you around. Too many of y'all frauds in boxing walking around. Too many frauds. Too many people catering to fans who don't. Boxing fans are some of the most disrespectful fans in any sport. Why would I show respect to fans who are openly racist and doing other things like that? Would not show any kind of respect to these fans. And to be honest with you, when Virgil Ortiz turned down fights a couple of months ago, saying that he was thinking about maybe not taking this fight and that, I ain't see the same type of energy though. Yeah, these dudes, they can't say nothing to me about nothing no more, bro. The fact that I know people, that's what people stand on now. Nah, it ain't it. It ain't it. Because at first, you know what I'm saying, I was just only talking about boxing. Then, but every day I got to hear about some race and what culture and what country better and all that stuff. Then I make it about that, then everybody ain't got nothing to say no more. So, nah, man. Nah. We ain't rolling like that no more. Then everybody act like they mad at Carissa Shields 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm so mad at her. Get out of here. They ain't say nothing about Ronda Rousey when she was out here talking about she gonna knock out Floyd and everything else. And these is men that's mad. Like, why you so mad at Clarissa Shields? What? She said something about Amanda. These are the type of dudes that'll hit a girl for another girl. Like, man, just let them 2 girls fight, man. Get out the way. Because if 5 dudes run up, you ain't finna do nothing. So just get out the way. But yeah, man, the boxing game it's sad, bro. I already knew it was like this. That's why I was dropping the lives I did the last couple of weeks. I knew it was the news that's gonna come out eventually. I knew this Jaron Ennis stuff was gonna come out eventually. I knew this was gonna happen eventually. Not to say that put a label on him or nothing like that. I'm not going at him. It's just that the fans they don't appreciate the people who actually doing stuff. The dudes who ain't did nothing in boxing. No disrespect to Jaron Ennis, but compared to Terrence Crawford, he ain't did nothing in boxing. And y'all be crowning these dudes. Y'all be wanting to see the next one up when you ain't even appreciating the one that's already up. Y'all be ready to replace a fighter so bad because you don't like the one that's already up. Man, the guy that you trying to replace him with, he ain't good enough. He would have been there already before the guy even got there. He ain't good enough. I don't know if everybody realized it, but over the years, these fighters that everybody was trying to press for, like Lomachenko, he ain't good enough right now. People wanted to wait until Tank call him out about ducking Tank at 37. Look, man, one thing y'all gonna learn about me is I'm not gonna wait till no fighter turn 37 years old to be sitting up here talking about he ducking somebody. I was talking about Loma was ducking somebody before he turned 30. When he was at 30 years old, not at 37. That'll make me look crazy as a boxing fan. Really. Loma got a real point if he sit up here and ask the boxing fans, hey, man, I'm 37. Why y'all just calling me a duck now? Why y'all ain't calling me a duck when I was 30? Oh, 2025 gonna be good in boxing. It just may not be, I don't know. With the whole McGregor thing that just happened, I don't know how that's gonna go as far as UFC. So that's gonna take a big hit. But yeah, people gotta understand, like, the biggest fights we know of for 2025 is, and this year has been basically, you know, the older guys and rematches. Rematches and older guys fighting. Those are the big fights that have been happening this year. The rematches and the older guys. That's not a good spot to be in boxing right now. I know Turkey Al-Sheikh is involved, but he can only do so much. It's the people that the fans don't like that's going to have to carry boxing, which is a sad situation, but it is what it is. a lot of people don't like Benavidez, but they waiting on him to fight Morrell. And I ain't never seen them show up for a Morrell fight. So I'm trying to figure out where all these fans coming from that haven't really supported Benavidez or Morrell's fights. So basically, somebody just wants to see a guy who was supposed to fight Canelo lose. But I don't look at it like that from a fan standpoint. I don't care who loses that fight. I'm going to still support him either way. Morrell and Benavidez, that's going to be a start to them changing boxing. Once that happens, boxing going to go to a whole nother direction. It's already moving now, but it's going to go to a whole nother direction. But the fans, instead of out here trying to fight for these promoters, y'all better start holding these promoters accountable. These promoters been playing these guys. These fans that be out here fighting for these promoters, Eddie Hearn, out here promoter worshiping, like these dudes Jesus Christ or something. All these fans who doing that, y'all gonna get exposed with all that real soon. It's starting to happen now, but it's gonna happen a lot more very soon. I don't think they really care though. The fact that people ain't complaining about these rematches happen so much. These too many rematches. The fact that Turkey Al-Sheikh is involved and he got 50 rematches going on, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of time, money, and everything. It's a waste of time, money, and everything. Now we're going to have to rematch every fight because dudes can't break down a fight. Sad, man. I'm talking about this year, I'm looking back now, I'm like, man, we ain't do no rematches. And I told people the biggest fight was going to be Mike Tyson. Told everybody that was going to happen. Told them that was going to happen. The only reason I keep telling them because they ain't listening. And they ain't hear me the first time. But there's too many know-it-alls in boxing, though. Anybody who really knows me, they know I listen more than I talk. I ain't gonna sit up here and know everything. But if you act like you know everything, you better know everything. My time is valuable. You better know everything you talking about some boxing around me. I think Fury gonna win, man. I'm picking Usyk, but they want Fury to win, so I wouldn't be surprised. I'm talking about, bro, already getting treated like the champion. Yeah, I'm tired of these rematches already, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can go through life without these rematches. If you go back and look at Joshua and Usyk, the first fight and the second fight, we could have went without that rematch. But they wanted Joshua to have another crack at it, but we could go without these rematches, man. If you believe in your fighter, just put him in there one time and let it fly. If the guy's that good. If he got to go in there a second time and prove it all over again, he ain't that good, man. He can't get it done. Yeah, I like Chisora said recently, Fury ain't got no good sparring partners. So Fury ain't able to work with guys like Jaron Ennis and everything else, and Parker like he did before, because now they have their own careers they focusing on. They're not trying to be a punching bag for somebody else. So Tyson Fury ain't got no serious sparring partners right now, so that's gonna hurt him. He ain't got no serious sparring partners. They better get it together soon, though, man. And another thing that hurt these guys is that timeline. When people sat up here and said that Jaron Ennis was gonna the deal with the zone was good and Matchroom, I said, y'all sure about that? Cause y'all said everybody else deal with the zone and match room was bad. Oh no, I think this is a good deal right here. I think this is a good deal. I said the deal good for Boots, but not Devin Haney. Yeah, Andre, but it's good for Boots. That don't make any sense. Yeah, the truth coming out though, man. Truth definitely coming out. But yeah, the fans, they ain't helping Boots the way they be speaking on forum and stuff like that. The fans kind of got him in this situation. I hope they be able to get him up out of it. I hope they be able to get him up out of it. I want to see the real support. See, when people talking about they really fans of people, this one you gonna prove right here that you're a real fan of these fighters. You see when Wilder lost and when Haney lost, y'all seen what kind of real fans they had. Now with these guys, it ain't that easy. I've already seen a lot of certain things already in the. But yeah, it's gonna be very difficult though, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna be very difficult. They trying to replace this guy with everybody. Earl Spence is still young. They don't think he can make a comeback. Like y'all gotta understand, they replacing Boots with Earl Spence, Crawford. They putting pressure, all kind of pressure on Boots. I don't know if he understands it yet, how much pressure it is. But bro, these people who be blowing guys' heads up, like, hey man, this right here. It's good with promoting, but once you start saying that somebody ducking you, yeah, it's time to make something work. He said, I don't think so, man. That Bud card was perfect. Yeah, it was. You got to get the fighters. I don't know, man. That one in February they trying to do is good, but Eddie Hearn had this plan, bro. He had this plan, bro. He been planning this Virgil Ortiz fight since last year, man. Telling you. I know he signed Virgil. I know he signed Boots like early this year, but he been planning that for a while now. Because he didn't have a 54 or a 47 that he could put in the ring at that time. But I think the fans more so was thinking, okay, Boots ain't fighting Terrence Crawford, so. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, people just got to realize Boots was using Terrence Crawford as promotion, dog. Let's just be 100. If everybody want to be real about it, let's be real. Boots was using Terrence Crawford as promotion. It wasn't no real situation like that all these years to where he wanted to fight him. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hey, I appreciate everybody who hit the like button too, man. Everybody who else ain't, you know how that goes. But I appreciate everybody who hit the like button and supports. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who supports and hit the like button. Because it does take time to actually do all this and get this information. But yeah, man, I just want them to have the same energy, man. When they sit up here And this is why you don't see a lot of American fans on my page, because I really don't rock with the whole fake ducking stuff. Like when dudes ducking, a lot of American fans, they want to hear people say who ducking and who doing this and who doing that. But when we say ain't nobody ducking boots, that's where I lose them at. You know, I lost a lot of fans by saying wasn't nobody ducking boots and he ain't fought nobody yet. Nah, la 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 la. And now they starting to say the same stuff, and then they saying worse than what I was saying, because now they talking about the Karen fight, when really he ain't do nothing the first Karen fight. And you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm starting to realize now he had a lot of fans that showed up recently. When he fought Karen the first time, a lot of these fans wasn't around. It is what it is though, man. It is what it is. If I'm lying, they'll prove it. But yeah, we just gotta stop the fake news in boxing though. All that ducking stuff, man. I can't stand it. I hate when people say somebody's ducking. I can't stand it. I can't stand when somebody says someone is ducking. When I know somebody is not ducking and you sit up here and say somebody is ducking, I cannot stand it. I really can't. And they only say stuff about this, like about guys like Terrence Crawford. They only do it. When the shoe is on the other foot and Canelo time is up, oh, well, he's done enough and he's old enough. And then with this boot situation, I hear people talking about this Eddie Hearn fault. Man, y'all don't get the hell up out of here with all that. Eddie Hearn fault? Man, get up out of here with all that. Get up out of here with all that. They blaming Eddie Hearn. Terrence Crawford sat out here, got blamed. Oh, you were top rank. You need to leave top rank. This dude left top rank. This dude took Bob Arum to court. This dude did everything the fans asked for. And these nasty little fans did not tell Terrence Crawford thank you not one time. Their favorite boxer don't even do what they tell them to do. Terrence Crawford did everything the fans asked for. Man, you need to leave top rank. You need to go for PBC. Oh, you need to fight everybody. You need to fight Sean Porter. You need to fight Earl Spence. Oh, that ain't good enough. We need boots. This dude is the only fighter that sit up here and do everything the fans ask him to do, and they don't even care about it. That's why I say these fake fans is not it, bro. Why would I want these same fake fans? Let me ask y'all that question. Why would I want supporters that'll sit up here and lie about some facts? I'll get deeper with the conversation if I go that way. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand what kind of supporters you're really getting at the end of the day. Are you getting numbers, or are you getting people who just say anything? A lot of these people are people that just say anything, go off emotion. They say just anything, bro. Anything in boxing. And people just don't like Terrence Crawford. Like, let's be 100 about it. They just don't like, bro. And at the end of the day, I don't like them. Because I don't like the way they look at boxing. Y'all are killing the sport of boxing. Because y'all want to go off popularity. Don't try to make it seem like, well, I'm different than a Canelo fan. Or, nah, you the same way. I hear a lot of boxing fans say, oh, well, Ryan Garcia ain't got no real fans. Okay, what you think? You think all these other boxers got real fans who don't care about who they box? How are you a fan of a boxer and you don't care who they box? When was that a fan? That means dudes out here calling themselves the face with a pile full of casuals. How are you a fan and you don't care who somebody fights? These dudes care more about who Mike Tyson fight than the people who actually the faces of boxing right now. How are you a fan, a true fan of boxing, when you care about more who a 58-year-old will fight than somebody who's in their prime? Carrying the sport of boxing, trying to carry it, really handing it off to Jake Paul like it's like we on fourth down or something. I wonder why all them people that said that Mike Tyson fight wasn't gonna happen, where they at right now? I wonder what they doing. I wonder what everybody who said that Terrence Crawford was ducking Boots and don't nobody want to fight Boots. I wonder where they at right now. Keep believing that crap if y'all want to. Like I said, people believe, they take what the guy saying interviews for promote themselves and they run with it like it's facts. And then when they find out it ain't facts, then they want to talk bad about the guy. Hey, man, Boots was just agreeing with y'all. It's a bad look, but all he said was, yeah, y'all right. Yeah, I agree with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, but this is why the sport of boxing is not going in a good direction. First of all, they don't have, a lot of people not going to hold the same standard for every boxer. That's one. So it's going to be a lot of people that going to go harder on Jaron Ennis than they have on for other boxers. But it's also going to be fans that's not going to say anything. And they're going to play the blame game. But that's why I don't like when people say, hey, man, ain't nobody trying to fight me. I'm trying to fight the big names. Somebody trying to fight you. To say nobody's not trying to fight you, that's pretty serious accusation. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty serious when somebody sit up here and say, man, ain't nobody trying to fight me. Nobody? That's a spin in the face to all the legends in the whole sport of boxing. It's a spin in the face to our country when people say that. They say we got the best country as far as boxing, and dudes sit up here and get online and tell the whole world, ain't nobody trying to fight me in this country. And people just run away with it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna see how everybody react when the facts come out. Because the facts are gonna come out. They always come out. We're gonna see how everybody reacts when the facts come out, though. We're gonna definitely find out how everybody reacts. Because one thing we'll find out right now, everybody ain't solid. It always gotta be a reason why somebody, like, it always gotta be a reason why somebody trashing Terrence Crawford. It ain't got nothing to do with these fighters, bro. And they same fighter do something. Terrence Crawford ain't out here turning down no Virgil Ortiz fight in his prime. That ain't happening. Like, these boxers ain't even gave y'all one big fight yet. That's the thing about it. Like, Terrence Crawford has gave y'all big fights. Jaron Ennis ain't gave y'all a big fight yet.